The title of today's story is Copycats. This is another one of our C-alphatales books. This book is all about the letter C. There's capital C and lowercase c. And we are focusing on the hard C sound when C makes the K sound. Sometimes C can make the S sound, but we are going to focus on the K sound for the letter C, like in the word copycats. The author of the story is Maria Fleming. She wrote the book, and it was illustrated by Hans Wilhelm. That means he drew the picture. On the front cover, we see two cats. This cat's hat says Clyde, and this hat says Cleo, I think. So if you want to take a minute, you can pause, push the button that looks like the number 11, and do a quick picture walk through the book. And we're going to read it once for fun, and then we'll go back through and talk about our letter C words. So we're going to open the front cover. Clyde and Cleo are cats, copycats. I bet you can't do what I can do, says Clyde. I can too, says Cleo. Turn the page. Should be page... Oh, did we skip one? We always want to make sure our pages go in the right order. We're on page 2. I can do a cartwheel, says Clyde. Can you? I can too, says Cleo. I can ride a camel, says Cleo. Can you? I can too, says Clyde. We're going to turn. Now it's page 4 and 5. I can bake a coconut cake, says Clyde. Can you? I can too, says Cleo. Oh, Cleo's cake is a lot bigger, isn't it? Turn. I can build a castle, says Cleo. Can you? I can too, says Clyde. His is a lot bigger. Every time they do it, they try to do better than their friend. It makes their friend feel kind of sad. I'm going to turn. On page 8 and 9. I can grow carrots, corn, and cabbages, says Clyde. Can you? I can too, says Cleo, and he grew a whole bunch. Turn, page 10 and 11. I can carry a cup of cocoa on my head, says Cleo. Can you? I can too, says Clyde. Oh, he has a whole bunch. 1, 2, 3 cups. Look out for the car, yells Cleo. Oh no. So we're going to turn, be on page 12 and 13. Oh, it looks like there was a big accident. Clyde crashes into Cleo. The cups crash to the ground. Clyde looks at Cleo. Cleo looks at Clyde. They are both covered in cocoa. I can stop being a copycat, says Clyde. Can you? I can too, says Cleo. It's not working out for them very well, is it? I'm going to turn. Oh, and we have our letter C picture hunt. We'll come back to this. We're going to find the things that start with the letter C, the K sound. We'll turn, and we have the letter C, cheer. C is for cat. C is for cap. C is for carrot, crayon, and clap. C is for camel, cow, cup, and car. C is for cookies in a cookie jar. Hooray for C, big and small, the coolest, craziest letter of all. And a cap is another word for a hat. Okay, so that's the end of our letter C story. we are going to go back through it and talk about some of our letter C words we read. We know the title starts with a C. It's Copycats. Okay, so open to page 1. Clyde and Cleo are cats. So Clyde starts with the K, and Cleo starts with K, and cats starts with K. All three of those are letter C words. It says, I bet you can't do what I can do, says Clyde. Can't and can both start with C. I can too, says Cleo. So we're going to turn. I can do a cartwheel, says Clyde. Can you? I can too, says Cleo. So cartwheel starts with a C. I can ride a camel, says Cleo. Can you? I can too, says Clyde. Camel starts with C, like crazy camel. Turn. On page 4. I can bake a coconut cake, says Clyde. Can you? Coconut starts with a C, and so does cake. I can too, says Cleo. Turn. I can build a castle, says Cleo. Can you? Castle starts with a C. I can too, says Clyde. All these things they're building all begin with the letter C. I can grow carrots, corn, and cabbages, says Clyde. Can you? Carrot, corn, and cabbages all begin with C. I can too, says Cleo. I can carry a cup of cocoa on my head, says Cleo. Can you? We have the beginning sound k, 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 k in can, carry, cup, cocoa. All begin with k. I can too, says Clyde. Look out for the car, yells Cleo. Beginning sound in car is k. Turn. Clyde crashes into Cleo. The cups crash to the ground. Cup and crash are C words. Clyde looks at Cleo. Cleo looks at Clyde. They are both covered in cocoa. I can stop being a copycat, says Clyde. Can you? I can too, says Cleo. Let's count the C words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are 12 words that begin with the C sound on this page. And now we are at the picture search, things that start with the letter C sound. K. I see a canoe, a camel, cats, a cake, a cup, a carrot, some corn. Do you see other things that start with the letter C? You can keep looking. If you need to pause the story for a minute, push the button that looks like a number 11 or an equal sign. Then turn, and we'll do our C cheer. All of these things start with the letter C. C is for cat. C is for cap. C is for carrot, crayon, and clap. C is for camel, cow, cup, and car. C is for cookies in a cookie jar. Hooray for C, big and small, the coolest, craziest letter of all. That is the end, so we will close the back cover. We finished our letter C book in the C-alphatales series. The end.